post level 6 can really do a lot of work, can really outvalue the Rel in certain circumstances, and it is going to be the Alistar. But the early lane is going to be that much harder as a result. Champion just does not do much for the first few levels of the game.
We expected the bot dive, but here's Razork.
Wonder, interrupted on the base, marked with the Blaze. Razork can't step in or he'll tank tower aggro. They're waiting for the passive to fall away. Incredibly well played. They're taking their time here.
Oh, the shield, they can wait.
They're just waiting. Shield now expiring. He's trying to clear the wave. Q4 trying to lock up Oscar. And Oscar goes down! And so did Clever another! Oh! Why did they do it?
Cross turns his attention towards mid.
This is... It's flashbacks to last split. How many fumbled topside tower dives did we see? But now it's Humanoid in trouble. They know exactly where the jungler is. He's in the grave, so might as well send the mid laner there to join him. Somebody, and you can't, you've now missed the window of opportunity.
Pretty much, yeah.
Again, similar to Rumble and Renekton, this is a champion where post-level 6, it is close matchup.
True.
It was Team Heretics that ultimately collapsed on the day. A lot of individuals struggling. Trimby, even on this Alistar, really struggling individually. So an opportunity for redemption for Team Heretics to potentially get themselves closer to securing a spot in playoffs. For now, however, it is just a pretty solid early game, about a 1,000 gold lead. Noah's still holding onto a lead bot side alongside stacking that coal, but if you're still hovering in the darkness, Sweeper expires, so Jun gonna take a chunk of damage just to walk up. Ward immediately cleared. Team Heretics here first on the setup. Noah off to the side. Oh, instant death realm onto Humanoid, just isolating that target. And well, Wonder's a pretty big boy. Humanoid's got nowhere to go. One more Obliterate ought to do it. Wonder in the isolated 1v1 puts him in the Thunderdome, sends him to bed. Team Heretics winning the fight, winning the exchange again. Fnatic not respecting the board at least once this game.
Yeah, that's true.
And remember that 6-1, good score. Fnatic close to the perfect split until they lost to G2. Now fighting for grubs.
Oh, I think he actually got that one, yes. So he gets the full grub buff.
That's going to be crucial to keep the pressure up. Now they have a pretty sizable lead. Again, 1K getting bigger. Trimby now feeling a little bit more confident to make a couple of plays. Flacket immediately going to go over the wall. Lightning crash coming through. Jun is dead. Razork running out.
We're going to avoid it for now. They're eyeing up Wonder on the bottom river, trying to create a collapse, but he's his best.
Flash out from Wonder. We've been here before. Good bit of poke, but nowhere for the Brand ulti to bounce to. Should be a much easier dive. Immediate Death Realm onto Jun. A good call, dodging the Ezreal with the Death Realm. Wants to just try and solo kill this Rel, but the CC coming through only a few more seconds before the Death Realm fades away. Tries to get back under the tower. Again, has the shield, or should have the shield ready to go. A couple extra health will finally pop it. But a shutdown coming through for Humanoid. Big to have that gold in the pocket of their mid laner. In the meantime, Tier 2 dropping on the top side. Team Heretics quick to punish, breaking open mid as well.
Ultimately, it was
an individual lead, continuing to just split push this entire game, and I don't really think anybody can match him. He is so far ahead of the clock. But Fnatic grabbing a tower of their own, making sure that they always trade. Even if they're trading down, they're always getting something back in return. Noah's ulti.
Gonna commit to the Tier 2 top lane. I quite like this from Fnatic.
Ooh, Q flash.
Bit of an overcommitment, but, you know, not the end of the world.
Wonder also having the Death Realm back up again, so pretty hard to make the play happen.
Can he interrupt that? No, he doesn't have vision. If he had, that would have been very unfortunate for Oscar. Maybe even a tower would have been lost.
Go spotting Noah. Queuing in.
He wins this 1v1.
3 predicts the E, takes his time on the stun, just keeps it there, waiting for anyone else to show up. Follows up with the ulti. Again, the clean Sejuani play, setting up the double stun, just going to casually 1v1 the enemy 80 carry, or give it away.
He wants to give the kill over to Flackhead.
Was it a greedy play, though? Flackhead should just walk up. 1Q. Lightning crash. All right, has to use the ulti, but well played. That was stayed.
No package to get you out of this one.
Yeah, that's a big Scorpion. He's going to go in and try to kill Humanoid. Going to get the TP out too. Just trying to one-shot Humanoid. Flash in. He's already dead. Oscar. He's just trying to walk away. Instant death rope. The Ezreal ulti. It doesn't hit. Spyro's out. It's like it never had the opportunity. Now the rest of Fnatic is on the collapse. So Team Heretics, are they overcommitting? Yanko's coming into the backside. Fnatic turning back. Scenarios. In 59% of those scenarios, Team Heretics make it to playoffs. The context that information isn't going to tell you is that vision setup, Trimby on the flank. And they're taking their time. Hit by the Baron, pullback, not ideal, but Jun is walking in. Humanoid isolating.
Yeah.
Can they get it? Jungler isolated by Wonder, getting lower and lower. Noah gonna try to steal it with the ulti, but no. Steal now coming through. Wonder getting chunked away. In the meantime, Jun trying to create a bit more space. Trimby about to get taken down, but he flashes in and gets headbutt. But can they still win the fight? TH, their front line's falling apart, but their back line is alive and well. Lightning crash from Blackett, but Noah's still up. Humanoid is still up. Oscar is still trying to make the difference. Pulling away slowly but surely, getting cut down. Noah waiting over the wall. Spyro. Is he going to throw that gold lead away? Only 2 members left. 2-level advantage. 4 grub buff just continues to pay off. I feel like Spyro single-handedly has destroyed 4 out of these 5 towers this game.
doing a lot of work this game. Continues to pick up more farm. He's kind of having a Chovy-like game. 298 CS, 260-50.
He is Chovy. Don't. Let's not Chovy-like. He's Chovy. We'll give him full credit. 300, 300 CS, 27 minutes in. He's doing good. Oscar caught out. Stun there. Razork. Death Realm coming through from Wonder. Razork waiting for that perfect ulti opportunity. Oscar taking a little bit too long to kill. Ulti finally getting on Wonder right as everything fades away. Flacket with the ulti hitting multiple targets. Jun getting cut down, but the backline from Fnatic cannot participate in this fight. Spyro will dash out the arrow from Humanoid. Not going to connect under the carries crucially, but Trimby getting burned down. They will get one back. 2 for 1 though.
The dragon gets lower.
Ultra Shock Laser, the poke only hitting the front line. And Spyro off to the side. They forgot about the Corki. You can see the damage. Noah heal used for movement speed. Bit extra HP as well. Make sure he can dodge the rocket, but this should just be the objective. Take it down. Ulti not gonna hit. Ocean Soul for Team Heretics. It's a reminder that all it takes, you know, when we saw them in the past, in these few games that they've had this season that have been good, it's been a lot about Jankos getting the ball rolling. This time, feels like it can come from anywhere. As He's been caught out, immediately gonna flash him with a headbutt pull. In the meantime, Wonder off on the side, just gonna isolate Noah, pull him back. Easy 1v1 against the 80 carry. Any realm against Wonder. It's a death realm. He's got the Ocean Soul, and the entire team of Fnatic is just getting deleted. Wonder with the triple kill. He'll give the rest to his 80 carries. He's a generous top laner, but that is a monster fight for the side of Team Heretics.
It's a clean ace for Heretics. Wonder with the flank absolutely decimates Noah. A masterclass in Mordekaiser as Heretics are just looking to end the game.
Incredible fight. Death Realm clutch. The front line just could not come together. Fnatic could not find the angles. Team Heretics from start to finish, a single misstep, a single failed dive from Fnatic. They were quick to punish and even quicker to snowball to victory. In 30 minutes, they'll take the win over Fnatic.
A crucial win for... Here he goes.
Well, the good news is I think he can just build tank, because that's a Kai'Sa that's finally been locked in.
Oh, true. And that's going to be a Kai'Sa mid, right?
Into Tristana.
I think it's fine. Right?
I mean, you probably lose push early.
I mean, Yasin's also going to come out and offer it. Well, or not. Is he going to hit it?
No. There's a man. Oh, walk back.
Oh, no.
He left the honey fruit. He's like, all right, I guess you guys can have one.
He didn't even throw, like, he could
Not
have,
a single auto.
He could have, like, maybe autoed once while he was, you know, weaving in and out of the honey fruit.
That's for the peasants. You get up there and hit the grubs. That's your job, topside.
You get the grubs. I will be focusing on my mid lane.
He is the bourgeoisie. He's sitting there eating his honey fruit, watching the team do the work. I mean,
nothing really significant happening across the map. I don't think this is a dive. Maybe I'm wrong. Wait, maybe with Daisy they can.
Antonio does not have a lot of mana. Will be forced to ult and is now retreating the flash forward. The Q is going to connect. Finn just gets to ride right in. Knockup comes in from Daisy. Instant follow-up stun from Finn and first blood from Rogue. Hits him with the fakery. Juhan, Ignar off to the side. The Antonio on the way in. Again, if Rogue get one, they're kind of happy. So GX really need to force a fight here because 2 grubs is not worth it. Knockback is good. Initial play starting off. Patrick untouched on the backside looking for the setup. Finn just immediately goes in. Cleanse coming out, but Finn's still so damn strong. All of GX immediately going to turn to try and protect their carry. I mean, got back.
It's still only a single kill, though. The grubs are still alive. Marcoon is still up, and Zoelix is already making his way back
Rogue
out.
got 4.
I mean, yeah, Rogue, though, they'll be fine with that. They're going to back away. I'm kind of surprised only a single member died. I think the Antonio
goes in again onto Patrick. He got the cleanse earlier. He's hoping to get the flash this time around. Larson ready to go over the wall. Larson, I don't want to get political on the broadcast here. Talk about, you know, which dragons are better.
That's fair. No, that's totally fair.
But Ocean Soul is a good song. It's not like that song's been out for 20 years. More, maybe. Anyway, Hero's going to be tankier than he should be because the opposing team is full ED, but they're also going to be much faster to getting their objective, and immediately all of Rogue full commit to try and kill Juhan, but it doesn't work. It completely whips it out. GX are turning because Patrick's getting resets, and here comes the Antonio. Where's the barrel going to go? Instantly goes into Marcoon, but Marcoon's going to flash out. So just going to be 1 kill. The flash forward, Jackie's instantly follows Rogue. Everything was going well.
Try to catch the Antonio out in the tri-brush. But we turn our attention to top lane. Larson goes all in.
Jackie's just dies. Larson out. 1 more tower shot, not going to hit. Kind of saved the play.
Pretty much.
And now Rogue are just going to keep the play going because they know they're ahead in tempo, and the Antonio really can't afford to be here because Zoelix already is. Larson now using his TP aggressively, and it's just punish after punish from both sides.
And just like that, Rogue bouncing back. Larson trying to be everywhere on the map. He wasn't involved in the bot lane fight, but it doesn't matter. As he is just continuing to get funneled gold. The top side of the map for Rogue is where it's at.
Bit of AP, so that W really doesn't hurt yet.
They're kind of relying on the Jinx hyper carry moment. She's got a lot of tanks to play around, and it'll
Pushing this advantage forward as Finn just completely ignoring his lane opposition to walk up, proc demolish on that tower. It is very awkward. This is like first date in high school.
Look at
like
the
neither
Antonio.
side wants to commit. Larson stepping up for the poke. The Antonio going in and just getting one shot. Now the reset's coming in for Patrick. Rogue immediately retreats.
that pick onto comp. Now the Baron is half HP.
Confidence in the moment. Finn on the flank. They will spot him as he starts to walk in. Do they turn or they focus the objective? For now, the answer is focus the objective. The Antonio peeling for the rest of his team. Finn trying to get into the backline, desperate to kill these carries, but he's just getting shredded. His entire gold lead deleted. GX in the blink of it.
The more his confidence has grown. And that was a play that we needed to see.
Jackie's.
Oh, okay,
That team.
We've also...
Where's Kobe? 2 in a row.
I mean, yeah, Jackie's
Wants to be the person that takes the risk or makes the play.
Exactly, because if the Antonio messes that up, then he could have been the reason. But I think just having the confidence to make that play is what makes the difference. And so huge credit to him.
They should be able to break at least mid lane tier 1, likely tier 2, because Larson was in side lane, Finn is still in side lane, but GX really don't want to risk too much.
Lead for Rogue was sitting on Finn.
Still is.
But you now look at Patrick, who now has a full Infinity Edge over his AD character, because Jinx has kind of reached her late game point.
Yeah.
And now Giant X's team fighting is that much.
But you gotta outmaneuver the Renekton.
Yeah,
but
don't
if
get
you
me
get
wrong.
a kill, now the play's starting here. The Antonio going forward. Confidence again! The scoreline might indicate it, but this is the man who's making the difference. Finn now trying to turn it back. The Dragon's falling rapidly. Patrick coming in over the wall, but he doesn't get the reset. Finn getting chunked out. Juhan, does he want to re-engage the wave? Not much to play around. GX likely to break the tier 2, but Ignar ready to fall up, ready to turn this back. Finn too damn tanky, but now Jackie's going in. Jackie's trying to shred them. The flash forward, getting the reset for Patrick. GX, how much further do they want to go? Comp getting lower. GX ready to just break open the base of Rogue, and again, back-to-back engages. First from the Antonio, second from Ignar. GX, do not hesitate around those plays. Happy to have the inhibitor on the bottom side.
The Antonio has
the angle as well. Ulti now coming out. Daisy locked out of the pit. Baron going to fall. It doesn't look like anybody else is going to be able to get in. GX get the objective. They get so low that Ezreal ult. Big damage. Zoelis now trying to follow up. So many members grouped onto the Antonio. But again, the tankiest member of the team. Probably not your priority target. Blast Cone takes
18 armor. Of course, he still has the W as well. And while the Dragon will be lost... Oh, hang on. What am I saying? Giant X secure the Dragon as well. My apologies. Who on Rogue could really do that for them?
And I think that at this point in the game, GX are just favored from a compositional standpoint. We talked about it with the carries, with the front line, with the Antonio finally getting armor, the disengage and engage tools of Agragas. They're just overall favored. But earlier points, Larson now trying to go in and delete that AD carry. Finn punted out of the fight by Ignar. Root is there. Finn immediately wants to follow up, but the damage in return, absolutely disgusting. Sterik's already procced.
They need to back away. Giant X have done the damage. Their front line have soaked the storm, and that's going to be another inhibitor.
Super minion spot. They're likely to break mid here as well on the next wave. Finn knows it. He's already cutting the wave, but has to be careful because GX might just go for the end instead. Patrick, max range, rockets raining onto that tower. Zoelis not going to find the Zenith Blade. Patrick
on the flank. Is this it?
It's the reset. Feels like the last opportunity, but the Antonio's already covering it.
And that's another tower gone as well.
Don't win the front-to-back 5v5.
Look at how far away he is, though.
And GX recognizes they're just going to walk in and take the inhibitor. The tower in mid lane stops them from going for that. Luckily, the posturing from Rogue stops a little bit else. The Antonio, this time, not going to connect. Solar Flare, decent start. Finn behind, stacking up the rage. A little bit of poke only onto the Antonio. Jackie's now ready to turn. They have to get away. Malkail coming in, all of Rogue retreating, but it's Finn still on the back line. They need to be ready to turn in an instant. They need to try to get something back, but the double AD carries are just running. Comp and Larson have nowhere to go. Instantly, Ignar sees the moment of weakness. Larson trying to save himself. The base in tatters. Finn, not enough. You'll get one, but it's only a GA. For GA trade at the end of the day, when it counts, GX show up and take down Rogue.
It was a slow affair, but Giant X secured.
We need some hard engaged to round this out.
Yeah, definitely with the dive you already have, you kind of want it to be a Nautilus, or I think in this case, Alistar is the best option, but it's going to suck in lane because whenever you try to engage.
Leo burns him out of his mana and his health bar a bit. Looks like he's going to back away. Hilly.
Uh-oh.
What's the thought process here? He has no summoners.
Oh, the flash.
The flash was clean, and Hans just takes a freebie. Massive yoink for first blood. G2 on the board.
You should be able to just throw this up lane and stop it. Hilly, yeah, it's just going to walk. It's fine.
God, it wasn't further in.
Yeah, so Photon got stopped. There's no one here to help him, and now Yike's under tower.
I'm trying to look back to how close is he to dominance. He's about 3 minions away. The timing couldn't be better. They all flash commit. Yike has to flash out. Hilly is going to die again, or at least close to. The range comes through, thankfully, from Kazi, and G2 can't finish the kill, but Hilly's got a base again.
Yeah, and it's terrible timing, because G2 now get to trade on the map for Dragon, so Hilly was trying to see if he could make a play onto the bottom lane to disrupt this Dragon, but now you just end up with Kazi completely on his lonesome in this bottom side. Video gonna just face check to make sure that at least G2 are doing the Dragon, so they know it's not a potential dive that's been set up onto Kazi.
But bro, this Ice Baby duo is working out wonders in the bot lane. The 2v2 strongest. Dragon still being done. Vitality want to contest this. Linces now has level 6 if he dies. That Requiem won't save the play though, as the Dragon's already
Video
down. They run on in. Video gets a one-man, but it's onto the Brom. The Twisted advance down. The lockdown. The Caps surround. Linces goes to flash and die in a good spot, but as Caps built his bridge over to safety, G2 already out, or at least that's for one, not for many. Hun Summer is going to be the trade-off. Vitality, by the way, as they look to scour down the river. Vitality look for an engage. I need to look myself because the engage doesn't fulfill. Caps gets to buy space and Mickey stands there with Unbreakable. Video looking to zone off and Mickey might just die here. Video getting a kill.
OP push.
Yeah.
For Vitality, they're kind of in a difficult spot because now the leader you want to rally around isn't having the best of times. He's behind. Now Caps is doing so much work.
Speaking of leaders, bro, Video, oh my god! Under turret! Vitality grubs are at least being done by Linces. Now the difference is that they already picked up the earlier grubs. This will be a 6 grub game, but the Enchantress arrow flies through and Mickey's X-Ult misses on the side. And Nature's Grasp also helps out. Hilly has to flash away, but he's ignited and burnt down. Video's ulti doesn't save his life. He gets on out only for the time being as Yike follows through. Under turret, smashes down the Might of the Ends. Caps flashes for a massive auto. And yes, G2 are back. Flash was necessary.
Definitely. The Sheen proc would have done some serious damage to Linces' health bar, but G2 now, they get onto bot and Video. You are overextended again, buddy.
Oh, he thought he could take it. I mean, team fights, that ult comes through, and, well, how many more opportunities do you get created? I think it's a really good point, Dagda, so I won't count Vitality out yet. They're 2 and a bit K gold down, though. They're going to lose this Herald, but...
Vitality as G2, we're just matching the mid. The big thing is going to need creativity. This might be it, though.
The Chains of Corruption, it is blocked, it's cleansed away. Ignite's not going to do the damage. Now Hilly's in the middle of no man's land, and Yike's going to make sure he goes nowhere for the time being. Linces all getting fired at as well. Kazi just out of range there, and Yike just takes the kill himself. This Leandri's mount.
And this is it, right? Vitality, you try and make the Hail Mary play in mid lane. You realize, look, we need to do something to break the tempo of G2.
KC or Giantix? I don't know.
He's just running down the...
I'm just going who's probably going to be a playoff. You never know. You never know who's going to make the Worlds. As Photon gets the turret and tries to make himself something in the top side. Cap scored out against the wall with nowhere to go. He accepts it. Photon getting a shot.
I mean, you get the push in mid, and that's kind of the trade-off here is Yike.
Can he 1v1?
I think he's going to 1v1.
You think he can?
He has Leandri's. Okay, he's too
disgusting.
close to tower, but he could have 1v1.
I believe it.
This is good from Vitality, though. You actually do, in this position, you need to try and find these plays to bring the game back in your favor. And at least getting the play into top side buys you a bit of space. Going to buy you a tier 2 Terra thanks to those 6 Void groups that we were talking about. So you actually get some goal back, whereas more than likely...
Or talk to someone. Remember that before the internet? Talking to people. That was cool. And G2 won't have to talk to anyone. Yeah, true. Actually. Look at the response in the mid wave. Getting pushed, top wave as well. Cap's going to get a solo turret.
That's actually sick from Photon. So he moves under the tower to protect the very, very low cannon minion, which means that you still get the minion debuff on the tower, and that's where they can take...
They've got no grubs, guys. Absolutely zilch. Imagine if Caps had it as he just hits on Photon for the time being. Photon hits back, Phosphorus Bomb doesn't connect. I'm looking at top. Even though a fight's starting here in the bottom side as Chains Corruption follows through the arrow, he's dodged away from, but here's BB! He's ready to run in. The Body Slam is flushed away from the Nature's Grasp. Doesn't connect, but it doesn't need to. And the Requiem is not powerful enough, so G2 can sit there, laugh it off, throw another barrel at Star Fox here in the top lane, and continue hitting the turret. Video with the ulti. That's a miss! He runs on in, and G2 are playing with fire, but
can't really find the flank that they were hoping for. And now G2, they just get the Baron.
Linz is slowed down on the way there, by the way.
The steal?
I mean,
The steal?
trying to. Kazi blocked out. It ain't DRX. We're not at Worlds. Kazi can't do the unthinkables. Hilly jumps on in trying to stop something, but he's getting poked out. Caps is just going to auto him for free. He thinks about it for a second and eventually drops him down. Caps with his 6th kill is running in. Now the massacre continues. If you have a family, it's probably time to look away. As Treebeard does it again, a shutdown given over. It's getting real messy as video's like, yeah, my turn. But in goes BB with a body slam flash, waits for the barrel roll, the flash to come through, the arrow as well, it's sidestepped. This video would have been dead again. Explosive cast.
One ahead of Madline's Koi, but that's not the position that this team wants to be in.
Not at all. Remember as well as arrow flies through, even if Vitality lose their game against SK tomorrow, they're not completely out. They have a 53% chance of making it through, but again, it looks really, really hard.
They're through 53% of scenarios.
Okay, there you go. Well, 53% are getting locked out. Either way, it's not perfect. It's not under your control. I think it's the biggest thing as well, right? You said it before, Dagda. Team Heretics changed everything, and G2 have reminded us of what war can take. The toll is there. Hilly runs on end. And when you declare war against G2, just remember, they have the better numbers, the better marksmen, the better side. Everything goes in their favor when they're here on the day. The Requiem hits Unsummoned, but everyone else laughs at it. Vitality sent back to the fountain, back for another shot tomorrow against SK, and G2 are only looking forward to see how clearly they can go towards season finals and towards Worlds.
History is written by the victor, and it looks like Vitality's story may be ending over the course of this weekend. They needed a win desperately, but G2 will never give you one when you need it.
Nothing's free, and for G2, just like that, back on top, 6-2. The team is scaling towards the
Don't like that you have no guarantee to CC, like engage. What's your go button on KC?
Malphite would have been better.
Something along those lines, right? Where it's like, oh yeah, we can just go for the setup. We can get Series.
SK, as soon as they hit those numbers, which Niski's there first, and Dagda has to stop laughing as now we go over the wall. Luan might be caught on out. The heal can come through, but it's not going to be enough. Upset has a kill. He has first blood. Caught with their pants down. Rahel and Luan in a bit of trouble with the flash being matched as well.
For this bot side play, if I can get in and disrupt that before you can get the Malphite into position for Niski at 6.
He tried to make the roam. He spotted out. He tries to go the other way. Now flashes over to the enemy side of the campus. All right, out with a wall. Good surf and turf there as Niski returns to mid lane and gets his shove out, but he had to burn flash too in SK's early game. Been turned on his head a little bit, at least Isma getting the grub.
Anyway, camps from closer as he does this. Not a particularly fast dragon take either, so you're spending a lot of time here, so you're going to lose your Raptor camp on the top side. Well, let's be real. This hasn't gone great for Kana, so it would have been nice to see something like Kennen, but Isma in trouble.
He is caught out again. Flatty with the scoop and boop. Dagda's coining. Gives Upset another kill.
Picked up 2 kills because this has been the guy that when KC needed him stepped up, and he's going to do it again.
He shocks him, charges him, and now with the Yuumi stun about to be apparent, Luan and Rahel are in trouble. Both flashes burned. Culling at point blank range. Upset with a 3rd kill.
Upset and Targamas are going to popping off thanks to getting these early kills now. SK going to try and get themselves 6 of those Void Grubs to boot, but 3 kills now to Upset. Turret plates going across as well. This area is going to be massive.
All I can think about, while SK at least getting 6 grubs, is the fact that Target is maybe an old chat. This game, he just types in meow. That's it. That's all you have to do. Because okay, they commit the TP though, and KC are like, nah, forget it. Teleport burn. That's a summoner. We're going to go mid. Last week that interrupted a castle assault.
Don't think so.
No.
Maybe
it
I'm
was
wrong.
Nuke. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might have been Nuke.
But either way, they get the Rift Herald, and either way, it's in the mid lane. With a lot of members of SK here, because KC moved down to try and take the Dragon, which means they're going to lose this mid tower. They lost top, and they will be able to answer, at least with the bottom tower. Yeah, blue buff, they're playing well off of, Rahel and Luan having control over mid lane, and now TP from Relevant to meet the top tower. So to see what's happening.
Checker.
Yeah.
Nice. TP. That minion, by the way, that's the one. The all-in's there. Niski flashes away this time. Bloody can't find him. He's taking up the turret. Boy, he almost.
That was a lack of CC coming back to bite them because SK get away, and now you trade an outer turret for an inner.
Macro Chai with the 4th win. Team who's setting their own record in their debut year, who finally made playoffs. To beat SK would be another one as Rahel takes the damage, but there's the Nature's Grasp. The Weaver's Wall on the back end as well. Closer out with his own ulti, dodges the damage. The Yuumi from the side is big, but Bloody is bigger! Separates and tears them. The culling on the back end though is now what I'm looking at for the exhaust is massive. Rahel can't get the damage down, and he almost dies in the process. Isma now the trade is upset. Is Muse, but against the wall, Irrelevant is mainly untouched. He hits, he flashes, he smacks, he rocks, and he rocks him down. Closest next on the ground, and that's a cat versus a dinosaur. You're going extinct.
An Irrelevant Chai is what SK are screaming from the back lines. And a monumental performance from the top laner in that fight. AC tried everything. Vladdy, it was beautiful, but there's just nothing to stop SK.
I mean, the mind
Resources from SK. He goes right back to being one of the best top laners that we have, and now Vladdy gonna see what he can do and
prove it. All outs there, Irrelevant away from his ulti though. That's the problem, and the DPS that shuts us up. That was Vladdy who finally picked up his burst and definitely needed getting close to this 3 items here.
yeah, but again, you're kind of waiting. Oh,
Wall on the Closer, that might be the focus. The seismic shove is there. Closer has his ulti though, and now that the Vanguard's out, Upset looking for the chase up. He ultis, but he doesn't connect, so he doesn't have it.
There's no CC?
No, there is absolutely no CC. So Niski is just running for his life, and he's out, by the way. SK trying to find him on the back end. Bloody is kited away from the bottom lane. They'll take that kill. That was smooth. If Michael Jackson was still alive, man, he'd gauge that moonwalk, because Kana is now in the middle of the whole SK lineup. And KC know they have to get out of there. They can't lose anymore, but Irrelevant will not stop. Even under turret, he throws a boulder Closer. Lucky to be alive. Damage, not to be frothed at as Irrelevant comes in to finish it off. And SK, this mid-game has been beautiful to watch. They have a dated composition as well, right? You could argue to a question like this feels like the start of the year.
It's hard to judge, right? Because it feels like KC haven't got a fair shake at
Think about it. At least he's going to go for the wave
and
now.
he has flash, though.
Wait, this could be a pick. Rahel slowed down. Upset's going to ult on in. Rahel in no man's land, but the tidal wave saves it. The culling as well zones on out. He's thinking about going back in, but Vladdy's damage can't be scoffed at. Ismo flashed on in for that, but with the root down, will he die before he hits the ground? Niski on the left side as Rahel just sacrifices his own life. It ain't clean, but now here comes Mr. Mean. The Gnar on in. He's disengaged from saving Upset's life as Kana, but against the wall, I think he's doomed his own. Niski's here. A dodge from the seismic shove is great. And even the house, man, if I could dodge that like inflation, that'd be great. But Niski gets a kill in the end, and Irrelevant just can't die.
Irrelevant's obscene in this game. Absolutely ripping through KC. Now Niski turning over towards the turrets as the rest of SK turn towards the dragons as well. They're just able to split themselves so well across the map at the moment. And there's nothing KC can do. They tried desperately to kill Rahel there.
That was a nice pick. I mean, after getting the W, Upset all inning. He feels as confident, I guess, as Rahel does. But even after it got messy, as you said, it's still
what you get to do is SK. This is what we're talking about. Irrelevant's so big that he can do what he wants. Niski's able to clear out waves. KC can't approach anyone because they don't really have the setup. And now you just get to play through all.
Weaver's Wall. KC have to wait it out. Burst down the Baron, they say.
Yeah, but it's still going to be close.
Yeah. Ooh, let's not flip it. Let's not flip it.
We're flipping.
Let's not flip it. Whoa, he flashes close. It's going to flip. Almost. His flash already. 8k gold lead, SK. It's really nice to see a pivot. I think the biggest thing that shows me this is a top team is that early game, SK dagged up as they push on in, and Irrelevant just smacks an inhibitor. Bottom wave, Baron's coming in. It's 2 lanes. There you go. Upset gets culling.
Oh my God.
Cleanse, flash, heal. Bro just had to deal playing, I don't know, Time Warp. What's that game called?
Time Split? No, Time Crisis.
Time Crisis.
Yes.
Time Warp is the dance. And I don't think
SK are definitely dancing.
KC have to get their way out of there. Once again, Tidal Wave is a bounce house and Closer. Doesn't want to be anywhere near it. Kana tries to separate, but Irrelevant's about to go Mega Gnar, and you do not want to be near Dinosaur Man. Again, he ults before getting ulted himself. It's nice from Bloody, but there's no follow-up. Everyone's dead. And SK now, there's only one thing left to do.
And that is to take down Upset as they will chase down Niski.
Hey, he could try, he really could, but Irrelevant's way too strong.
Kill the cat!
Yeah!
Kill the cat!
Ever again, we all hate Yuumi. And as it drops into the dirt, SK are making a strong case for best team in the league, or at least upper echelon.
They the Yasuo coming through. But so, is this going to be the
Rift volley?
Well, it's been a rod of ages one that I've seen with the Jack of all trades.
Mirwin, who's got a stacking wave. Timing couldn't be worse.
Yeah, about to be spotted as well. We'll get the dash away.
A rock, thundering smash. The flash comes down with a frenzied maul or two. Mirwin in a lot of trouble. The seismic shove. That was beautiful. And another one to smash down. Wow, it's just a full wraparound, isn't it? Labrov going to help out. Shattering Strike onto the grub now. Wait for it, but the smite. And Elyoya's position gives him the advantage. BDS still have vision in the back of the pit. And Daggies, I'm looking to see if Alvaro goes in. He does. Zenith Blade with the crash down. A little bit of a counter. He absorbs the damage for now. BDS are out of there, but 2 grubs for MDK. It's a small win.
Right. So I think you're in a relatively okay spot as Alvaro, not in a good spot.
Seismic shove is there. He just uses Aftershock, so he's not as tanky anymore. Labrov gets out of the Strangle Thorns. The poke comes through, and it's meaningful from Frescowi. Super's trying to walk on up. If they can tag him, maybe he can find his mark onto Nuke. That gives him an angle. He jumps on in. Labrov stops him, though. Cleanse on out, and Super runs in hot fire with his first kill of the game.
The mid laner is trying to tank everything for their teammates.
Flashed on in. Elyoya is here. This might be another kill as he flashes away. The seismic shove shows he's gone too far. Nuke with the punish.
Nuke spotted on ward. He doesn't realize that he is Alvaro. Going to see if he can sneak up on him.
Trying. Zenith Blade takes him into no man's land. Solar Flash shoved back, but it doesn't matter. Elyoya joins him with the Thorns out. Labrov is next. MDK, the commitment there was exemplary.
Elyoya flashed to get into range, to get that ultimate needed to make that play happen. I have to actually use that. There he goes. Yeah, I was going to say Hex Flash defensively to move on out of there, but BDS, they're getting what they needed, which is these wood grubs.
As you said, it won't just even things up, it'll actually move it to 4 here. Labrov helps out, and Shao's going to get 4 grubs for BDS, so what turned is an early game advantage for MDK.
Turret, but you really can't commit to this, especially with Nuke here as well. Alvaro.
Oh, there it is. 2-man Magnus Storm. Labrov lands everything. How perfect's that? Nuke flings them back, and BDS say, how about that?
Be careful, because of even the jump forward from Mirwin with the potential for Elyoya to play on top could be there, but Rob's now on bot side.
Here comes the rolling thunder, the volley bear. Stormbringer would do it. He doesn't need it. The claws are out, and with the Sky Splitter down, Nuke takes the kill, and BDS open up bot. The response for now hasn't been shown. As you can see, MDK are just going to pick up the Herald, but what are they doing with it?
I mean, they should just immediately move this mid, but
Wall in, Ice goes over the wall, disrespect. He brings a crash down in, he flashes out, and he's out. Shadow's wall is a nuisance for Alvaro as well, and here's Adam to take the kill, or at least try to. Shadow, brilliant ultimate. Well, look at bot in the meantime.
I mean, turrets over kills should have been what MDK were looking for. They could have cracked open mid tower and really...
It depends. Gets stunned up, but Mirwin just doesn't have the damage yet.
It does open up MDK to start Dragon, though, because Mirwin has teleport. He can, if Adam resets, you get top tower, and you can still have Mirwin TP in. So big win for MDK off the back of here. They're all playing forward, but they don't really have Nuke there, who is the main source of damage for them at this moment. So but MDK are not letting them go lightly.
Definitely not. But here with the Weaver's Wall, we're about to find a new answer to that question, aren't we? Alvaro's caught out, and against this wall, he has nowhere to go except in Solar Flare. And with the Zara ulti as well, the Strangle Thorns would be great if there were more plants. Shao is going to be the trade for now, though, but the re-engage comes through, and Frescowi just caught down. Strangle Thorns, the second version, they're not fighting through, but Super goes in nice and deep, and Ice has to get over the wall. Meanwhile, 1v1 in the top lane is Stormbringer, Sky Splitter, all between the Croc. What deal with him? Heals on up. Adam's alive. Mirwin's alive. The flash, the Q. Nobody. Q dominance as well. Or rather, should I say, Cole the Meek. Q might have him, though. Mirwin in a bit of trouble. He can't slice and dice over that one, and now he's got backup. It makes it unfair. Tries to buy time. Slice and dice is good, but Shao ends up burning him down. In the meanwhile, they're trying to find a play in the mid lane. That's MDK, but Ice dodges away from the Zenith Blade, or rather, Alvaro can't hit it. In a turret, it's just unique. So like armor, magic resist to the blade. So, okay, interesting. Oh, the second Labrov. Brilliant engage. I mean, 7 games on the row. You expect it by now, don't you? He's got to get out of there. He's spaced out, but his ulti will not be going golden. Shao almost knocked up, but still dead. The slice and dice re-engages. Third Dragon already started off, and BDS are way too late. It's just gone. MDK moved to soft point. It'd be mad good turn this into a potential summer playoffs run, but as I say that, Mew in a bit of trouble thanks to Nuke. He jumps back in, he heals up, slice and dice there. He's got the flash available if he wants a Ruthless Predator with the culling out and the crash down as well. He gets away from LeBron. The Magus Storm is pulling him in, but Nuke's already taken out his cohort. The healing's there, but it's not enough. Adam slaps him in the head, and BDS turn it into a winning play.
Still though, MDK are here. 3 versus 4 for the moment, and a lot invested onto that top side. Nuke doesn't quite have the teleport, so BDS need to be careful starting this. Yoya and Super Poke is going to hurt.
Super's poke is really hurting. And to your point, they might be able to stall out. Nuke is on the way, as you said, but Ice Kick's getting hit. Solar Flare's there. The Baron on their side. The Strangled Thorn. The Super ult. It runs them in front of the Baron that's helping out. Now Super's in trouble as well, but Alvaro is isolated. It was all too much as Nuke got there in the nick of time. Shayo hovers, and all the same, BDS get to play their game.
Nuke just got back with a 5k gold lead for BDS. Mid lane tower about to fall. That was kind of their stronghold that they wanted to keep. Baron buff to push them in.
Yep.
But BDS didn't reset. Instead, they've stayed out on the map, so they trade the mid lane tower for the push on top side. Now Adam going to get another tower on this bottom side.
So he gets caught on out. He's strangled down. He's solar flared up, but only slowed. No stun. The culling sends away Yoya. Inner turret is now going to be denied as well. It was an attempt. Bot side Adam is here to respond. He's walking into territory. He does not own the Stormbringer to catch him out. The ulti down, but Nuke flashes over it. The culling is going to find its range. Super, though, trying to get the counterplay runs on him, but into melee. That's not where you want to be. Mewin now has a chance to bring it all back, but Adam's on his tail. A golden timing. Mewin heals up, but the trade on the Shayo ain't going to find its way. The Zhonya's comes in clutch, and Yoya started this getting caught out, but now BDS are going to finish it. The chance of finding a win here today is falling, and I think it's... Right, Adam's going to get inhibitor turret at the same time as well. Sky Splitter gives him a bit of vision that Yoya is on the way. Turret goes down, and Baron sure to go with it as well. It does feel like these small outplays, these small margins, BDS are handling it.
Here puts them 7-1 tied with SK, but they do own the head against SK. Or sorry, they don't. SK owns the head-to-head. So
Pause on that though, LeBron's just saying, hey, let's just finish this off. Knight's engaged. I mean, he's been great on the Magnet Storms. I guess when you play a champion 7 times,
you get all right with it, yeah.
You're not bad. Man, Adam as well, as he just runs up to the turret, is happy to take if he needs to for the time being, but the turret melts like butter. The inhibitor sure to follow as the knife cleanly falls through. Adam going to TP in Dagda, and I think this is the last regard for MDK here tonight.
The TP, as you say, is coming through. Frescowi needs to try and clear out these waves, but he just doesn't have enough in the tank. And BDS, Adam, yeah, he can launch himself in at any time. Frescowi taking low.
There's not the engagement instead as Ice flashes away. Super tries to get his last regard, but no wonder. BDS are at the top. This team is cleaning through. Mad stood some chances, but BDS, this is just a massacre by the end, isn't it?
Oh, God,
waiting for the respawn. Adam is going to walk on him with a Sky Splitter, charge in, takes a turret shot, and rather the Fountain Laser cleans up one, but BDS sitting on top and have a great chance to be our best